Okay, welcome to Lecture 8, Introduction and Overview of Objectives and Student Outcomes. And by the way, we are on our last lecture. Woo! I am excited that you've made it to this last lecture, and I'm also very grateful that you have allowed me to be your facilitator in creating a online learning environment, which is something I study and trying to perfect, while also being great teachers. So this has been a really fun experience for me, and if you choose to continue on with a series of the courses in a certificate program, I am really sure that it will be rewarding for you. So this one, effective communication strategies, ensuring clarity with families and students. I think this is the most important module. I saved it for the last because I wanted to make sure we wrapped it all up into this bundle. So if you're a parent, you will understand the importance of this particular topic. I am not a parent, but I have 14 nieces and nephews. So I value and appreciate what parents give, and also the value of students. And when I approach my classroom, I approach it from a base of understanding the importance of all of our roles. And we'll talk about that in lecture 2 of part 2 of lecture 8. But the truth of the matter is the school does not stand without parents and students and then teachers. So they are the top priority, and everything you do in a class should be understood by your parents. So for this module, families and students, remember, are active participants in the success of implemented grading practices, although they have little input in how grading policies are used within the classrooms. And the overview also states within this unit, practitioners will gain further insight into methods of involving both students and parents in the process of successfully meeting the requirements of the school-wide grading policy. By the end of the unit, I'm hoping that we will review your current approaches of integrating grading policies and develop a grading policy memo to effectively communicate the process of grading that will take place in your classroom. So really quickly, the reading Communicating with Parent Strategies for Teachers by Suzanne Graham Clay. This reading is very simple. It goes through 6 different strategies of communicating, and it gets to the central parts of how to communicate. I'll talk to you about some of the things that should happen, some importance. The way you communicate is up to you, but the importance is that the communication avenue obviously matches the parents and students that you serve. And I did say serve on purpose because it is kind of like, to me, an opportunity to give forth or be a partner with someone else through surveying their needs. So objectives: after completing this unit, educators will know effective communication methods to families and students regarding grading policy and procedures. And then student learning outcomes. Hopefully you will be able to communicate the rationale for assignments and grades at the elementary, middle, and high school level in a clear and concise manner. And then course wrap up. So a couple reminders. There are 3 items, only 3, due by the end of this week, or due by May 3rd. Final project obviously is due May 3rd. If you have any problems with getting to that deadline, please let me know, because I will be closing the course on May 3rd or May 4th by the evening. And then final class discussion is due May 3rd, and also your course reflection, which is different from the other reflections, is due May 3rd. A little something to look forward to. So CTEV 687 starts May 6th and ends June 28th. That course will be designed around your schedule to end. I know that you don't get out until about the weekend before Memorial Day. So, and this course is a little different. There will be less group and more individual tasks for you to do. Not that we had a lot of group, I changed that up a little bit. Heard your feedback. But also thought about the dynamics of getting in touch with people in an online learning environment. After that, CTEV 688 starts on July 8th and ends August 30th. So there is about a week and a half off between the next course and the one that follows. And then the next course will start CTEV 689, Differentiating Strategies for Inclusion and Disability Awareness. That one will be a really in-depth analysis of different disabilities and methods for us to differentiate within those categories. So that includes autism, emotionally disturbed, and just a bunch of different categories that we often see on our IEP and 504s. Differentiating instruction across content. We'll look specifically at content areas. So if you're interested in that, especially with math, science, and then I'm going to do an array of elementary subject areas and show you some samples and examples. But that last class starts September 3rd and ends October 25th. So hopefully you will join or continue with these courses. But I totally understand if you do not, because obviously you have a lot of things to do and you want to enjoy your summer. So, but I will say your pay will increase with the completion of these differentiated instruction certificate. I heard from another student that I had the first 2 years that I was teaching with Turl, and he was like, "Oh, I finally got the pay increase that I needed." So I know that me and the CU requirements that they have now is kind of tedious and a lot. I have those requirements myself. So if you can finish it this way, I think this is kind of like the easiest ways to get all those CU credits completed. And also you have a teacher who's designing the teaching aspects. So I understand what you're going through. Okay, anywho, looking forward to you finishing out this course and looking at your final projects. And if you have any questions, please let me know.